Another 1201 Beyond review here. I recently saw Justice League and wow, this is a train wreck of a film. First of all, I don't even know if I can call it a film, because this is clearly multiple films all stitched together, making it a Frankenfilm. The disparity between the Zack Snyder footage and the Joss Whedon footage is night and day. Literally. I'll get back to that in a little bit. But the Zack Snyder footage, you can see it's fighting with the Joss Whedon footage. There is no even tone in this movie. The tone is all over the place. The humor is forced. The story is ridiculous. This script is so bad. Now, to be fair, I don't know if I can accurately judge the movie and its plot holes based on what's been released, because half of the movie trailers are not in this movie. We know of tons of deleted scenes and deleted subplots. So until this comes out on Blu-ray, I'm not 100% sure I can accurately rate the movie. But the movie that was released to theaters, I will say, is a goddamn train wreck. This thing is just a toxic waste fire. Part of that problem is Warner Brothers trying so hard to save this movie. Joss Whedon, as everybody knows, is a director and writer I just dislike on every conceivable level. Don't find his humor funny. I hate his characterizations, and his footage sticks out like a sore thumb in this. It is so ridiculously obvious which scenes Whedon shot and which scenes Snyder shot. I can almost say with 100% certainty that every frame of Superman in the released cut of the movie is from the Whedon reshoots. 1, because of the lighter tone, and 2, because of the creepy CG upper lip due to the mustache removal. Every shot of Superman's face does not look right. So I'm going to wager that not a frame of Zack Snyder's Superman footage made it into this movie. That said, the Joss Whedon stuff just isn't funny. The pop culture references, the weird awkwardness, the just beating to death of the Whedon-style jokes, like being brought back from the dead is itchy. Oh, hey, you did that on Buffy and Angel, too. Oh, that's a Joss Whedon thing. It wasn't funny there, it's not funny now. And that's not even bringing into account massive plot holes and just stupidity all over the place. Then you've got a villain straight out of a PlayStation 3 game. He looks like, every scene with Steppenwolf looks like I should have a controller in my hand ready to skip cutscene. The CGI is terrible. The character is generic as hell. His quest is generic as hell. Nothing in this movie has any originality. You can see how much unoriginality it has with what they do with the characters. Every time the movie gets backed into a corner, look, a joke! There's one scene where after they bring Superman back to life, the mother box is the thing they absolutely have to protect. That's the sole reason they're doing this. They just leave it unattended and they walk around congratulating themselves. Boom, tube comes down. I literally half expected Steppenwolf to go, yoink, which would have been in Joss Whedon's wheelhouse. That's the kind of humor he would have used. Yeah, that was more important than protecting the fucking mother box. Then speaking of that, okay, in the battle 5,000 years ago with the Amazons, the Atlanteans and all that, there's a Green Lantern. And that's actually kind of a neat little scene. The Green Lantern gets killed. So where the hell is whoever the Green Lantern is, the Green Lantern of Earth, for this battle? Whether it's Abby and Sewer, if you want to still do the Hal Jordan origin, or if it's Jon Stewart or Guy Gardner or, good God, Kyle Rayner, or any of them, where is the Green Lantern? Why is he not helping with this? That's literally his job, to help them do this. You have to explain where the hell the Green Lantern Corps is in this. Why would they only send one Green Lantern? This literally could change the fate of the universe if Steppenwolf wins. Just send one guy. We don't need to send the whole damn Corps. Other major plot holes. Apparently, secret identities don't exist anymore in this universe, or no one cares about them. What about Clark Kent as Superman? They are literally in a crowd. There are police officers all around them. Civilians. These are people who are not superheroes. And they keep calling Superman, Clark, remember who you are, Clark. Clark, do this. You're Clark Kent. Well, I guess he doesn't have a secret identity anymore. Oh, wait. Also, they had a public funeral for both Superman and Clark Kent. Clark Kent had his obituary in the Daily Planet, etc., etc. Superman's back. Okay, that the public can maybe buy. He's not human. No one's going to question that Clark Kent, who, yes, we see is Clark Kent, back as Clark Kent in the very end, right before the credits. No one's going to go, hey, wait a minute, that Clark Kent guy, he came back from the dead at the same time Superman came back. And all these people were calling Superman Clark. Wow, I wonder if these two things are connected. When Batman is going to try and recruit Aquaman, Aquaman keeps calling him Bruce Wayne in a crowded bar in front of other people and then talking about how he dresses like a bat. Again, fuck secret identities, I guess. I mean, at this point, I'm surprised they didn't just go to the museum where Diana Prince was and be like, hey, Wonder Woman, we need you. Jesus Christ. Then there are scenes, I swear, are edited out of order. When Bruce Wayne has his insider at prison tell him when Barry Allen shows up to meet his dad, the guy hits that symbol and calls Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne still does 20 more minutes of stuff in the movie before that call comes through. Were those scenes supposed to be in the different order? Because that would make more sense than the way they're edited in this. Then let's talk not just about the mustache thing, which is creepy enough because it's obvious. They literally lightened many of these scenes. There are scenes you can see clearly take place at night in the trailer. Now they take place during the day. All the buildings have lights on. The street lights are all on. The headlights on all the cars are on because, fuck it, we're just gonna change the sky to light and that it's daytime now. I guess this is Warner Brothers' version of day for night. Then there is the whole thing that kicks this plot off. Why would the Parademon even at the beginning leave the impression of the mother boxes, which is what Bruce Wayne now finds? Hey, these look like the things in Luthor's notes. Why would they? None of the other Parademons leave this. We see Parademons get killed so many times in this. None of them leave the impression of a mother box pattern on a wall. Why did this need to be there? Shut up, because it needs to move the plot along. Quit overthinking this. That whole family at the Chernobyl site, why were they there? Other than to give Flash something to do. They serve no purpose in this film. This whole movie is like this. There are so many pieces that serve no purpose. How did Cyborg get access to the Batcave's camera system when he's pulling his hands apart? How? Fuck you, quit asking questions. This is a god-awful train wreck of a movie. I'm hoping, I know Aquaman is already in the can, but I'm hoping this is the death of the DC universe on film because this is terrible. This is a god-awful film, and maybe I'm curious to see Zack Snyder's version. The one that Warner Brothers deemed unreleasable. I want to see that. I want to see if that is better than before the Whedon interference, and that's what I consider it. I also want to say, fuck you to what is arguably the worst cover of Leonard Cohen's Everybody Knows I have ever heard. This is actually worse than the Marilyn Manson cover of Ministry's Stigmata in Atomic Blonde. This was offensively bad. If you wanted a female, slowed-up version, go with the Concrete Blonde version. This thing is a goddamn abomination, just like this movie, so I guess technically it fits. I hated this film. I will check it out on Blu-ray because I'm curious to see if maybe the obvious hour of footage that was cut out of this does make a difference. But I'm gonna say probably not. Even with Batman vs. Superman, that was terrible in the theater. The extended cut on Blu-ray, it wasn't as terrible, but it was still pretty bad. It just filled in a few of the plot holes and things that don't make any sense. So, Justice League, fuck this.